Welcome to Caml's art workshop. My name is Himanshi and I'm an acrylic artist. You can check out my work on my Instagram page @creativeness. Talking about today's workshop, we will be creating this beautiful radiant forest on this clay pot. So let's get started with the material first. So in today's workshop, I will be using this terracotta pot which is easily available near your local stores, or you can also use any clay pot that's available in your home. Along with that, I will be using this Camel Artist Gesso for priming our surface. Okay. Then we have Camel acrylic colors of 24 shades and Camel artist brushes. So let's get started. So the first step is to prime our pot. For that, I'm using gesso. So priming is very important if you are using any other surface, okay, so that the colors are not absorbed over the surface. Okay, so the process is quite simple. What you have to do is just take a flat brush, okay, and like you apply the color, just start applying gesso. Okay. And as you can see, the base color over here is somewhat grayish in tone. So we will be creating this color using burnt umber, black and white. Okay, so let's make this color since it's drying. Here I have created my base color that I want to use. So repeating the colors again, I have used burnt umber, black and white for the base color. Okay, so make sure that the gesso is first dried. Otherwise, if the gesso is not dried properly and we will be using the acrylic color, then there are chances that it will get blended and you will not get the exact color that you want to create. Okay, process is very simple. There's no kind of blending or anything involved. All you have to do is you just need to color it like you normally fill in the colors. Okay, as you can see, simply you have to cover the whole pot. Okay. So for the grass over here that you can see, we will be using a very darker shade. So for this we will be using sap green color and we will mix it with black. Okay, and for the glow we will go with the shades of yellow and oranges. Alright, so we will be using lemon yellow, then we have golden yellow, then chrome yellow and oranges. These will be the shades that we will be using. In case you don't have any one of them, you can just skip it and mix match the shades. Okay, since it's drying, so let's see how to create this forest. Okay, so for creating this forest, what I will be doing is I will be using this sap green color. Okay, and you should have a flat brush over here, okay, like this, and make sure that you just spread it like this. Okay, have to just dab in like this, okay, to create the bushes. Okay, this technique we will be using to create this trees over here. Okay, so simply take a flat brush and just spread the bristles like this. Okay, and then just dab it. Okay, and dab it randomly. Okay, like this. The direction is somewhat like this. Okay, so you can see that there's a pattern creating over here. So this kind of pattern is what we want in our trees. All right. Here we have a darker shade of green for the base of the forest. Okay, so we will start painting that. All right, so for that I will be using sap green color along with black. Okay, and later on we will add the highlights using yellow. So simply what you have to do over here is you have to just apply the base color. There's nothing that you have to a lot of things that you have to do. For the glow effect, what I will be doing is I am using orange color and I am just dabbing the orange color like this. Okay, so just use the use the orange color, use the flat brush and just dab the orange color, okay? And once we have used orange color, then we will just brighten it up using lighter shades of oranges or yellow. But here I will be using chrome yellow, and then I have golden yellow, and then I will be using lemon yellow. In case you don't have so many of shades, then you can simply go for orange color and you can just mix small amount of yellow to lighten it up, okay? You don't need to have all these 4 shades. Just use chrome yellow and orange, okay? And increase the amount of yellow color in your orange to get this glow, okay? So for painting the branches of the trees, make sure you are using a thinner brush, okay, to get the perfect branch. Alright, so here I have Camel 4 number brush for the branches. Alright, so what you have to do is you have to just make some random branches like this. Now I will be adding one more lighter tone of yellow. So here I am just dabbing around lemon yellow color, okay, and blending it with the background. So meanwhile it's drying, let's just paint some grass over this sap green color, okay. And for the grass, what I will be doing is I will be using sap green color along with a small amount of yellow color. So you don't need a lot of shades of green. As you can see, I have light green color over here and many other shades of green, but for this project I will be just using olive green color, and in case I want to lighten it down, so I will be adding more of yellow color to it, okay. For the grass, what you have to do is you have to make smaller lines like this. Alright, as you can see, the land area is very flat, so what you have to do is you have to first add some grass to it like this with a darker shade, okay. We will be using the same shade that we have used over here, that's olive and sap green and black color, okay. So I'm just adding some smaller lines like this to create the grass effect. Okay, so once we have added the grass using a darker shade, now let's add some more highlights using the lighter ones, okay. So for lighter ones, as I have created sap green and mixed yellow over here, so what we have to do is we have to just add same lines over this place as well, okay. So since there a glow over here, so all the grasses over here would have the highlights, okay. And also over here I'm adding few of the grass. So what you have to do is you have to just hold your brush like this and make some really thick lines, okay, and just extend it. So for the trees, as I have mentioned earlier, what I will be doing is I will be using sap green color, okay, and I will be mixing it with small amount of black color. And for painting my trees, I'm using a flat brush, okay, and I'm just dabbing the brush over the branches, okay, that we have painted before. So just dab your brush over the whole area and make sure that you leave the gray space as well, because we don't want to cover the whole area of the pot. Alright. So once we have added all the bushes over the branches, now let's add the highlights. For the highlight, I am using sap green color and I have mixed a small amount of lemon yellow, yellow color to it, okay, the chrome yellow that we were using earlier. Repeating the same process, I'm just dabbing in. So once we have added the green over here, let's add some more branches. And this time I will be using burnt sienna and a small amount of white for the branches, okay, just to add the highlights and also to create some lighter shades of brown. Alright, so here I have used burnt sienna as well as white color, and I'm just adding few of the highlights again. Here I'm gonna add a pine tree over this portion, okay. So for creating the pine tree, what you have to do is just create a triangular tree. For this I will be using a darker shade of green, that's sap green mixed with a small amount of black color, okay, that we have created before. So since we have a glow over here, so what you will be doing is you will be adding highlight over this portion, okay. So again using sap green color along with a small amount of yellow color for adding the highlight. And make sure that you are leaving the grey spaces, alright. Here I am again adding small amount of yellow for the glow, and also I'm mixing it with orange, and I'm just dabbing in the colors, okay. I'm not blending it a lot, so I'm just dabbing in the colors, and the last layer would be of the dark orange color that we have. So for the flowers I will be using white color along with lemon yellow color. So making the flowers is very easy. What you have to do is you have to take the thinnest brush that you have and just add few of the dots, okay, scattered over here and there. And then you can just add lemon yellow as well. So we have added all the yellow and white flowers, okay. So similarly you can add more grasses over this portion as well as over this portion, okay, and you can just add the leaves as well using the smaller brush. Okay, so now I will be adding few more branches, okay, and these branches will be the lighter ones. So I'm using burnt sienna along with very small amount of white, okay, and I'm creating these branches over this area, okay. So here I have used burnt sienna and I have mixed a very small amount of white, and I'm just adding random small branches over here, okay, and just extend the branch, okay, and overlap it with each other, so to give it a more realistic look, okay, just extend and overlap with each other. All right, also you can add some more branches over the leaves over here, okay, just highlight few more branches. Okay, so this is almost ready. So I have painted over this area only, and you have to repeat the same process over the leftover circumference as well. Similarly, you have to add more highlights over this area, okay, add some more branches to this portion as well, alright, add some more leaves and grasses as well as flowers over the whole circumference area, okay. This was all about today's workshop. I hope you guys enjoyed learning about this, and do share all your recreation with us. Tag us at @Kokuyo Camlin as well as at @Creative Nest. We will be very happy to share all your recreations, okay, and see you in the next workshop. Bye bye.